Hey guys, Persistent Programmer here, and today we're going to do another Leetcode question, is subsequence. So let's go ahead and understand this question first. So in the question, we're given two strings. So we have a string S, and let's say S is ABC, and we are given another string T, and what we need to find is how um, this string S, so this ABC, exists in the string T. So first of all, we need to find if the whole string exists, and we also need to find that it exists in this order. So what do I mean by this? So if I give you this as string T, let's say T equals this string, so you can say that A is here, that's fine, and then there's some other digits, but then C here comes before the B. So if this is the case, then we need to return false. Okay, and if the order appears correctly, so in this case we can see that A appears, then there's some other characters, and then there's B, and then some other character, and then C. So we can see that the sequence is maintained here. So for a case like this, we can go ahead and return true. So I hope you understood the problem. The two things we're checking is if the entire S exists and whether it exists in the sequence. All right, let's go ahead and look at the solutions. The way we're going to solve this problem is by using the two-pointer solution. And the reason we're doing this is because this solution does not take any additional space to solve the problem. So our space complexity will be O of 1 and our time complexity will be O of n. So it's just taking the time we iterate over the string, right? So let's go ahead and initialize our pointers. So let's say this is my pointer here at A, and I will also initialize the second pointer here at this A. Now what we need to do is check if they're equal. So A equals to A, right? So that means we know that there exists this character in the string T, which is in the correct subsequence. So what we're gonna do now is move our pointer to B. So it was here first, and now we moved it over to B because we're looking for B next. And then we look at our string here, and well, there isn't a B, right? So H is not equal to B. So what do? We now move our pointer over again to B, right? So it went here, so this is the first position of the pointer, and then this is the second position, and then this is the third position. So our pointer keeps iterating through this string T until and unless it finds a match with our input string S. So now at B, yeah, B equals to B, right? So we found a match, and what we're gonna do now is move our S pointer. So all we're gonna do is move this pointer here to C. Okay, great. And well, this pointer also moved, and the next item is G, and G does not exist. So what we're going to do is move it again to check if the next item exists or not. And we're at D now. And D also does not equal to C. So we move the pointer again, right? So we move it here, and now it's at the last spot, right? So now C equals C, right? So this is where we can return truth. And how do we know that it has iterated over all the items in S? So what we're going to do is we'll just compare the length of the pointer. So let's say this is our S pointer, and we'll compare the length of the string with the pointer at the end to check if it matched or not. So that's how, if they're the same length, that means it's true. Okay, let's go through another case where we can't find the is subsequence. So if we look at this second example, we can see that, okay, this A matches this A. So at our first index, both the pointers move. So now we're here at this X, right? So we're looking for our X. And what we're gonna do is we'll move the B pointer, right? So we'll move the T pointer here, right? So we're at H, and H does not equal X. So, okay, well, keep moving. Let's go to B, and then B does not equal X, and then G does not equal X, and D does not equal X, and C also does not equal X. And in this case, we will go ahead and return false because we know that our pointer, our S pointer here, the one we were using to keep track of the S, is 2, right? It went 2 times. And the length of this string is 3, right? So that means the pointer didn't go all the way to the end. And that's the comparison we'll use to determine whether to return true or false. Okay, so I hope this solution makes sense. Um, our time complexity will be O of n, so if you want to break this down, it will be the length of the string s plus string t, and then space solution is O of 1, which is great as part of this solution because we're not using additional space. And yeah, I just walked you through the steps of the solution. Okay, awesome. Now let's go ahead and look at the code. Awesome. So I'm back in Leetcode, and the first thing I'm going to do is define my 2 pointers. So there will be one pointer that goes through s, so I will call that s pointer equals 0, and then I will have a t pointer that will go through t, so I will set that to 0. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to iterate over both these string lengths, right? So what I can say is while s pointer is less than the length of the string s, and t pointer is less than the length of t. So this is the condition that we will use for the while loop to iterate over each item until it's up to the end of that string, right? So while it's in this loop, what I need to do is check if the letters in the strings are equal. So I can simply say if s at the index of s pointer is equal to t at the index of t pointer. So this is when we checked if this a is equal to this a, right? So we're checking those cases, and if it is equal, then we need to move our s pointer forward, and our t pointer is going to move forward anyway, right? So what we can say is if this is the case, then s pointer plus equals 1, okay? And our t pointer is going to move anyway since t is the largest string where we are trying to find the s. So t pointer plus equals 1. And at the end, what we want to do is return. So we need to check if the s pointer reached the end of this item, right? So if it is equal to the length of s, then we can return true. So we will say return if s pointer equals length of s. And I actually did -1 before here because the s pointer starts at 0, so ideally it would be -1, but the reason we're checking the full length is because we increment the s pointer here, right? So if it's incremented in this loop, then in order to check if it went all the way to the end, we just need to compare it to the exact length of that string, because the pointer could have gone 1 over here while still in the loop. So the last digit of the pointer, we need to check if the increment is equal to the length of the string or not. So that's why that's there. I know I did like a -1 before, and I was confused about that, but that's why we're not doing boundary checks here. Okay, so if this makes sense, let's go ahead and run the code. Okay, awesome. So yeah, we got our answer true in this case. ABC, yeah, let's go ahead and submit. Awesome, accepted. Thanks guys. If you like this video, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and if you have a different solution, please post it in the comments below. It could be in any other language. It's just gonna help other people look at the solutions and understand and solve this problem themselves. Thanks guys, happy coding!